Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am actually coming at you today with a recipe. It's probably one of my most favorite recipes, and you can do it all in your Instant Pot. It's so easy, so delicious. Let's get started and let me tell you what's in it. So we are making a Mexican quinoa dish, and I can't tell you how delicious this recipe is and how much you can customize it and make it your own. But you know, the star of the show, obviously, is quinoa. So you need yourself 1 cup of quinoa. You will also need some black beans, drained and rinsed. And I get the salt-free whenever I can find it. And don't mind my dog choking in the background. Also, you're gonna need some fire roasted tomatoes. And I've made this with the chili ones as well. Turns out a little spicier, but it's still very delicious. We need garlic. Feel free to use fresh. This is easy. I'm just saying. Some frozen corn, preferably about 1 cup, but I usually put a little bit more than 1 cup in mine just because I like the corn. A medium to small or small to medium onion. You can use purple if you like purple onions, but I got these right now. As many mushrooms as your heart desires, or leave them out altogether if you don't like them. But I've been putting it in this dish and it has been very delicious. Feel free to add peppers as well. I don't have any, but any pepper would be fine. Okay, the spices we're gonna be using is chili powder and cumin. And don't get your cumin and your curry mixed up because sometimes they might be in the same jar. Curry doesn't really taste well in this dish, but I ate it anyway. PSA. And to finalize this dish, and let me tell you, without these 2 items, it will not taste the same. But you want cilantro. Again, feel free to use fresh. I happen to have this. Perfect, works for me. And again, feel free to use fresh, but some lime juice. And the last final ingredient is grapes. I'm just telling you, you're gonna get hungry while you're creating this meal. So you're gonna need something to snack on. Don't really put it in the dish though, just use it as a snack. I almost forgot another important ingredient. Jalapenos. Jalapenos, again, feel free to use fresh, but I just use the jarred. Now, in the summertime when I'm growing my own, I just use my fresh stuff, but off season, I just buy it in the jar. I need to learn how to do some canning. And that's it. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the steps that you need to do to get started. It's almost a hands-off recipe. If you just go ahead and cut your veggies up, saute them, it's perfect. Like, you don't need to do too much hands-on. Set your Instant Pot to 1 minute, let it sit for about 15, and it's done. But let me walk you through it. All right, so I moved the camera a little off to the side so you don't get smoked out in the lens, but I'm gonna go ahead and add my chili powder. Now, I would say roughly about 1 tablespoon or less. Do it to your heat desires, if you will. Like, some people like it hotter, some people don't. This is the cumin, again, just a little dash of the cumin should be fine. But be just careful with the chili powder, you know. Just do what your taste desires. That was probably like 1/2 tablespoon. But yeah, get that in there. It's gonna come together really quick now. I'll show you. I'm gonna turn off the heat because we don't need that going anymore. I am gonna add my fire roasted tomatoes, and we also need to add some water. 1 more cup, and I usually just take the cup of water and put it in the can just to kind of get that extra flavor out of there. And see that? There was so much more flavor left. That's probably a little less than a half a can. But I'm gonna put that in. It's looking good. All right, and now I'm gonna add the corn again. I think I'm gonna just finish this bag because it looks about like a cup. All right, I got my 1 cup of quinoa, and I love the colored quinoa, but use what you like, you know. And make sure you rinse your quinoa to get like the dustiness off, and I have found that it cooks up a little bit nicer and fluffier when you rinse it. And now we have our can of black beans. I have drained and rinsed it. All right. And that's it. I'm just gonna give this a quick little stir to kind of put the quinoa down into the liquid. And we are just gonna turn this Instant Pot on for 1 minute, high pressure. Let it sit for 15. And I'm telling you, you will make this dish over and over and over again. I am so sorry the lighting is just terrible in here, especially right now because it's nighttime and the sun's down. But I'm gonna turn this on and let this start cooking. Another important ingredient, get your snacks in. So I love this dish. Not only is it a great like meal prep and a take to work kind of dish, because you can actually eat this dish cold. It's really good cold. I've had it to where I wasn't able to heat it up. It travels really well. I'll make a double batch sometimes if we're going on vacation. It pairs really nicely if you take corn chips and put them in the air fryer and or corn tortillas, cut them into like chip shapes and put them in your air fryer. That's really good. You could even put some of this mixture and fold it into a corn tortilla like a taco. That's really good. And then put some, like, I like to get the hot sauce from Taco Bell. But you could put like sriracha or any other sauce that you make that kind of pairs well with like Mexican dishes. But it's such an easy dish to make, and I hope you give it a try. Let me know in the comments down below if you do. And it's such a healthy dish. All right, so let's check it. I left it in here way too long, but it still turned out really good. Looks good. So the next thing that we want to do is put our cilantro and lime juice in it. And if you're using a fresh lime, just use I use a whole lime, but you could use a half. I'm gonna turn this off. And literally, again, just eyeballing everything. That's how I kind of cook. But if I had to guess, probably a tablespoon or so of the lime juice or more. Doesn't hurt. All right, and check this out. I'm going to lift and fold, and it is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yep, very fluffy and perfect for meal prep. Here's the finished product. Like I said, great for meal prep. Another thing that's really good with this is avocado. I'm avoiding fat right now, so I'm not gonna add something like that to this, but it is fantastic with avocado. Let me know in the comments if you give this a try. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.